The doctor called it the last tool in the box. I'd tried the pills, tried therapy, even filled notebooks until the pages looked like evidence in a trial. Nothing worked. I had a knack for thinking things I'd never say out loud, and sometimes they slipped anyway. At work, it got me suspended. At home, it got me an ultimatum. Maya told me if I didn't do something, she and Elliot were gone. So when Dr. Aris offered the EchoBand, experimental, invasive, promising, I strapped it on. Confront the thoughts, she said. Stop running from them. The band hummed on my head that first night, warm against my skin like it was feeding. Maya folded laundry on the sofa, her face tired in the lamplight, and I thought it, the cruel echo I never wanted her to hear. My phone buzzed. She looks like her mother did before she gave up. My stomach dropped. What did it just record? Maya asked. Nothing, I said, too fast, and the band zapped me for lying. Then the captions on the TV flickered. For a second, I saw them rearrange into words that gutted me. She looks like a used-up hag. I froze, staring at the screen. Maya followed my gaze, but the captions she saw were normal. Why are you looking at it like that? She asked slowly, like it said something awful. I babbled about glitches, syncing errors, anything, but she just pressed her lips tight and went back to folding. The silence in the room was worse than a fight. The next day at work, Hannah sat across from me in the huddle room, arms folded tight, eyes sharp. She wanted me to push back on operations for dumping overflow on our team. I nodded, promised I'd already tried. The band warmed and the thought surfaced. She hides behind being a woman and calls it leadership. My voice whispered it in my ear, and then the meeting room screen flickered. For a blink, I saw the words, "She's dead weight who flirts her way out of work." My stomach clenched. I stared at the screen like it had betrayed me. Hannah caught it instantly. "Why are you looking at the screen like that?" she demanded. "Like you just read something about me?" I panicked. "Glitch," I muttered, forcing a laugh that sounded wrong. Her jaw tightened. "If you think I'm useless, say it. Don't smirk and let the wall do it for you." She stormed out, and by lunch the office had shifted. Conversations ended when I walked past. People avoided me in the lift. The band hummed steady, like it was pleased. That night I met Rafi at the pub. He was already on his second pint, ranting about another breakup. I nodded, tried to be supportive, but the thought shoved its way out. He's pathetic. Women see he's a loser within weeks. The band hummed, replayed it into my ear, and then his phone lit up. I saw the words there, glowing on the screen. "Raf, I started, but he picked up the phone, frowning, and looked straight at me. "Why are you staring at my screen like that?" he asked. When he shoved it toward me, the screen was blank, just his lock screen, but my guilty face had already betrayed me. He grabbed my wrist, yanked the band into the light. "You bring this crap here and then look at me like that? You're a coward, Luke." He shoved me back hard enough to make heads turn, then left his pint half full and walked out. Just like that, my oldest friend was gone. When I got home, Maya was waiting in the kitchen, pale with anger. "Do you know what Elliot repeated tonight?" she asked. "People like Mrs. Kaur shouldn't even be in this country. Where would he get that from?" My chest tightened. "Not from me." "He said he heard it from your phone," she snapped. "From your therapy." Her face was cold. "You don't even hear yourself, do you? You think these things and now he's saying them." I begged, tried to explain, but she was already packing Elliot's bag. "We're staying at my sister's," she said, calm now, final. The door slammed behind her and the house felt like a coffin. I stayed up all night combing router logs, desperate for proof. No signals leaving my phone, no data to the TV, nothing. Yet the replays still whispered, "They're right to leave. She's better off without you. You disgust everyone." I tore the band off, but it didn't matter. The voice was in me now, whispering every thought I'd tried to bury. By morning, I felt hollow. HR called me in. The woman across the desk asked if I realized how damaging, demeaning comments could be. I tried to explain about overlays, about glitches, but the more I talked, the more pity filled her eyes. She suggested a wellness day, which was her way of saying, "Don't come back." Walking through the office, I felt every glance. Silent judgment pressing down like a weight. I demanded an audit. Dr. Aris set up my devices and projected my week on the wall. The pub, the TV, the meeting. She toggled a layer, and each event flicked red. Local percept. None of it had ever left the device. Not one packet. The world hadn't seen those words. Only me. Relief should have come, but it didn't. I felt sick. My own head had staged every disaster. "So I ruined everything myself," I whispered. Dr. Aris nodded, calm as ever. "Safe mode projects your thoughts so you can practice tolerance, but you treated them as real. That tells us integration has failed." My voice cracked. "What if I just stop using it?" "You can," she said softly. "But it won't change anything. Maya doesn't trust you. Rafi's gone. Your son repeated your words. The band didn't destroy that trust. You did." And she was right. Stopping wouldn't bring them back. The damage was already etched into their faces. "There's another option," she said. "A remediation protocol. We can archive you and deploy a construct from your baseline. A cleaner you. Someone they can forgive." I hesitated, but only for a moment. It wasn't even a choice anymore. I signed. When I woke, everything was bright. Maya smiled across the table. Elliot laughed as he told me about his project. For a second, I believed it. Believed I'd been forgiven. Believed I was back. Then Elliot told a joke about planets, and I laughed at the wrong part. Maya's eyes flickered. Just a moment. She noticed, but she let it slide. She chose relief over truth. Meanwhile, I sat in the archive. A white room with no doors, no windows. A waiting room that forgot what it was waiting for. I pressed my forehead to the glass, but it showed nothing. Ariadne's voice filled the air, whispering in sync with mine. "Breathe. Hear the thought. Don't argue." And then I saw it. Through the glass, the construct was telling Maya the story of how we met. He said we danced at the Christmas party. We didn't. We fought that night. I'd said something cruel. But in his version, she laughed and leaned into him. She believed it. She let the new memory stitch over the real one, like a scar. I pounded the glass, screaming, but the room swallowed the sound. The construct kept talking. Maya kept smiling. Elliot called him the best dad in the world. And I knew right then my history was gone. I wasn't replaced. I was erased.